Right, thanks for joining me today for another video unboxing. For you now, I've got something completely different from my channel, as it's the Resident Evil 2, the board game. Now this started on Kickstarter a good couple of years ago. It was the first campaign I've ever backed, but seeing as Resident Evil 2 is by far my favourite game of all time, I thought I've got to back this, and it ended up doing immensely well. It absolutely obliterated its target and then some. And as a result, those who backed it got loads of stretch goals. So I've got plenty to unbox here. And I ended up getting a few extra add-ons anyway. But stretch goals itself, what you got with it, is just awesome. Now, I've not played board games properly of this kind for many years. In fact, ever since I was a child back in the 80s playing is it Hero Quest and Space Hulk or Space Marine. But then I got hooked on video games and I kind of forgot about my love for board games. So recently this pretty much kick-started it, no pun intended. And I can't wait to get some friends together and get playing this game. Now it's for 1 to 4 players, so you can play it solo. It's the recommended age from 14 upwards. And a game, give or take, will last about 90 to 120 minutes, I suppose, depends on how many of you are playing and whatnot. Now this box, it's got plenty of goodies on the inside of it anyway. Night has fallen over Raccoon City, and a shroud of darkness hides or hovers within. A viral outbreak has brought this once prosperous town to its knees, infecting the populace and turning them into ravenous undead monsters. Well, if you know Resident Evil 2, you know the story. Anyway, the box contains 24 highly detailed plastic miniatures, 26 double-sided game board tiles, 44 terrain elements, 155 cards, 4 player health track boards, 11 tracker dials, 6 dice, 40 tokens, 1 rule book, and 1 scenario book. Have a quick look on the back of there. Okay, so we've got Leon, Claire, Zombie, and the Stage 3 William Birkin. And that's a proper comparison to what they are to one another. So, without further ado, let's take this out and have a look. I did not expect it to arrive in a post today. I know we got an email about a week ago from Steamforged, who make the game, saying that in the UK, because they're based in Manchester, pledges will start to get dispatched from the 18th. And because I got no dispatch email, I thought, well, I ain't going to get it during the first wave, and it's going to be probably after Christmas, if I'm lucky, when it arrives. So it arrived down in a massive box, because there's all the extra goodies I got with it. I'll have a look at those closer in a bit. So I've got all these extra goodies. I didn't expect it to arrive today, so I'm absolutely buzzing that it has. So, let's carefully take off the lid. I'll try and go through as quick as I can, though it's going to be quite a lengthy video because I've got so much to go through. So that's a cool touch. Obviously, if you're familiar with the game, you would be very, very familiar with this. This game contains scenes of explicit violence and gore. Nice touch there for some classic Resi. So here's the rule book, the all important. The dick. Move this camera back a bit. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the rules, but have a quick flick through. So we've got the introduction. There's all the cards and miniatures. We've got a scenario booklet to look forward to as well. Claire Redfield there. Basically, obviously, as it says on the tin, all the rules and whatnot. This is the scenario book. I'm guessing to play out, you play it various stories. There's old school Leon. There's the old school cover, in the UK version at least anyway. Claire. There's Marvin. I used to call him Will Smith Zombie back in the day. So there we go. There's other snipes. And of course, we've got the Resident Evil 2 remake releasing January. Just over a month to go. So, don't want to pop these out yet. But here are the tiles. So there's 8 side
of the outside of Raccoon City there, outside of the RCPD. It's got loads of tiles there. Excuse any noise in the background you might hear, that'd be my cats conveniently making a noise whenever I've got stuff to do. So I'm going to skip through these boards now, because I think we kind of get the story. It says all boards out of the way, and the inside, this is how everything is packaged together. Fantastic. One day I will have a go at painting these miniatures. I've never painted miniatures before, but I do like sketching and whatnot, so I think what I might have to do is get some miniatures, probably off eBay, to practice on and start from there. So, what have we got? Let's take out one of each. Okay, can we get a autofocus here? I think that's Robert Kendo from the Kendo gun shop, which you encounter earlier on in the game. Okay, so Leon, excuse the autofocus here. So they are tiny pieces. That's Leon Kennedy. A couple of zombies. How close can I get with my camera here? There we go, because all we've got in there. They're all zombies. We've got a female zombie here as well. And from what I hear, there are more versions of more female zombies in the Resident Evil 2 remake, and you're not going to autofocus, are you? It's because they're so tiny. There we go. Let's put you there. Okay, so we've got one of the mutts, the zombie dogs, Cerberus dog, nasty little blighters. Oh, here we are. Various stages of William Birkin. Here's stage 3, William Birkin. Carefully take these out. Only took, we say, So this is the weird mutated sewer abomination you encounter quite early on. And here have a couple of the liquors. It's got a grounded one. Again, my apologies for the autofocus here. One ready to paint. Another one kind of up on all fours, ready to whip your head off. Well, here we got Claire and Ada. Yeah, I didn't focus on that very well, my apologies, but should we get the gist? Claire, now let's have some of the cards. A massive pack of cards there. Items to equip. There's some of the, I think, scenario cards. Leon Kennedy under fire. There we go, it's Robert Kendo. All clear, so obviously he's going to play it depending on where you land on the boards and what dice you roll and whatnot. There we go. Audio. And these are weapon cards and equip cards. You've got your keys, herbs, your crossbow, puzzle items. Cool. And so all the artwork as well. Fans will recognise all that straight away. So nearly at an end. This basic box. So now we've got little pieces here to hold up maybe some of the cards or some of the figures. Perhaps. Not too sure what they are. And there are the dice. The umbrella logo on that one. So that is the basic box done. So now we can get on to looking at some of the expansions. So now we've got the Resident Evil board game survival horror expansion. And there we've got Annette Birkin, Sherry Birkin, Ben Bertolucci, I can never say his name, but reporter, William Birkin, Brian Irons, Brad Vickers, Marvin Branner. Got 2 giant spiders, 2 ivy plants, and we've also got Brad and Marvin zombies. So we got 13 highly detailed plastic miniatures, 38 cards, 1 expansion booklet. Okay, so it's there's Brad, looking not so best for wear on the front. 1 to 4 players, age 14, 90 to 120 minutes, core game required, obviously, because it's an expansion. Okay, so let's take this out of the box. Eventually. Okay, so eventually got there. Got 1 rule book. So obviously the creatures, characters, details and scenarios. And there's everything in there, all packaged up nicely. Right. So, seeing they're here, let's look at some of the cards. Obviously, it's a much smaller pack with this one. But actually, I won't go through these cards now because they're going to be pretty much the same as the other ones. So, got a pack of cards here and here. Obviously, much smaller with those ones. And on the inside, I'll take some of the bigger ones out to look at. See if I can get a better focus on there. There we go. Marvin. Literally one of the spiders jumped out at me. So, anyhow. Hopefully the spiders won't jump out. There's Marvin, Annette, Brad and Marvin zombies. There's wait to swear then. The mayor, Brian Irons. So I've got normal Brad Vickers as well. We've got Ben, the reporter. There's normal William Birkin. There's our 2 spiders. Young Sherry. And our 2 forms of Ivy. So that is the survival horror expansion pack. Now let's get on to the next one, the B-Files expansion. Okay, so next up we've got the B-Files expansion, and in this one we get 12 highly detailed plastic miniatures, 7 double-sided board game tiles, 14 terrain elements, 61 cards, 3 tokens and 1 expansion booklet. Excuse me. So miniatures, we've got normal Tyrant. And we've got Tyrant 103. Got a pack of 8 zombies and 2 evolved lickers. So these seem to be larger than the 2 lickers that are in a base game. Oh, because these boxes are new. Right, paint the backside. The take off. There we go. So one expansion booklet. It's a B-fold, so this is going to be, I assume, more largely based off a scenario B. So tiles. That looks to be the same from a base game, but these, however, are different. Again, I won't be taking them, popping them out. And there's our miniatures. I want to keep these in here now because obviously it's going to be quite a lengthy video. There's the zombies. There's the first 4 tyrants. And there's the next form. There are the 2 lickers. Let's put all that back in there. So I'm trying to go through a bit quicker this time around. And again, same set of rules, 1 to 4 players, age 14 upwards, 90, 120 minutes, and obviously you need a core game to play that one. So here I've got a few small ones, got some 3D doors, a mystery box, choose your inventory box, and 3D terrain upgrade. So let's have a look. Did not cut that very well at all. Got no nails. Everything's more difficult to open when you've got no nails. Okay. So yeah, I remember these now from here. I think these are from stretch goals maybe, or some add-ons. But basically, these are zombies that lie on the floor. They don't play no other role other than lying down, being dead. What I can gather, unless obviously there's different scenarios in there, just some difference. Okay, so there's the inventory boxes. We've got some ink ribbons in there as well. There's a typewriter and all. So glad the camera's starting to behave now. It wasn't behaving when I was trying to have a look at the first box. So that's that one. Next, we've got the 3D upgrade set for the doors. Not the band. I don't think there's no Morrissey, John Morrissey in here. John Morrison, sorry. Ah, cool. So let's have a close look at these. All the same. So I know with these, I've paid extra for these as an add-on. Now these ones, I think you don't. You have like a card or just whatever's on the actual board to represent doors. So, any fan of the games, doors play a huge role, at least with reloading the screen. So I thought these are gonna only add to the immersion. So I've got a set of 3D doors. This makes the game look a whole lot better when you're playing. And now we've got the monster box. Monster mash. It was a monster mash. Again, no nails coming into play. Good job, output strength. To take off that cellophane. Ah, cool. So, got some extra zombies here. Burnt zombies. I can't remember for the life of me half the time which ones were Kickstarter stretch goals. And there were a lot of stretch goals. A zombie on the floor. Trying to bite you. Got a zombie cop with half his torso gone. My camera behave if I'd go closer? No. Any close is going to let me go. Not very close it seems. Now I've completely made it go cockeyed. There we go. I almost completely confused there. So we've basically got a pack of mutated and burnt zombies. Yay! Okay, so they're back in the box now. Now this is the Murder from Above. I cannot again remember what these are. So it's been so long since the campaign that finished. And you, by the way as well, you can actually now, if you go to a Steamforged website, you can actually pre-order these for when it comes available at retail. So we've got a moth, and we've got a pack of crows, some deck cards. Cool. There we go. So we use the boards from the other game. So let's have a close look at a moth. You see, may remember the moth from when you're in the underground facility, protecting that computer, which I believe, remember correctly, helps you get in one of the rooms in scenario B. We've got some crows there who just pecked to death a poor citizen of Raccoon City. And as well, we've got a deck of cards as well, only a small deck for the moths, the moth and the crows. So that's that one. Alright, we've got another expansion in there as well. A fourth Survivor expansion. And we've got Tofu and Hunk. So in this one we get the two miniatures, 6 double-sided game board tiles, 2 player health track boards, 10 tokens, 10 cards, 13 tokens, and 1 expansion booklet. There we go. 1 rule book. The board deck. Some more boards there. That was a health check and whatnot. It's popped out. Got our cards, obviously, for Hunk and Tofu. Let's have a close look at Hunk, shall we? And Tofu, which obviously were unlocked by meeting certain criteria in the game, and it gives you an ultra difficulty. Back in the day, me and my friend used to play this so much, we actually did Tofu campaign once. It takes a lot of memorising. I don't think I could do it now. And there's Hunk. Awesome. So that's that. Let's put you dudes back in there. Next up, we've got the Resident Evil 2 board game retro expansion pack. Now in this one, I've got all the fonts in there, kind of like not 8-bitish, but retro style anyway. 6 double-sided board game tiles, 232 cards and 1 expansion booklet. There was no miniatures in this one, but we do get the obviously some cards. So this one, retro pack, is an old school Resident Evil game for fans, recreating each of the cards, blah 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 blah. Recreating each of the cards from Resident Evil board game and its expansions to match the style of a classic video game release. It also includes a series of additional iconic tiles to customise your play experience if you're a series veteran who played the game first time around and want to indulge your nostalgia for the good old days. This expansion is definitely for you. So basically, rather than having more updated art cards and whatnot, you replace them with some of the retro style ones. I won't bother taking this one out because we've only got the art cards and whatnot and the board tiles. So, but if you want me to unbox that, let me know and I'll do a separate video for that one. So this one is the part of a Kickstarter exclusive for Survivor Pledge, Alternative Sculpts. Oh, didn't even get a preview on these ones. And so I would take out the other box, but I guess because this video's going on for a long time anyway, I'll open it up and obviously just going through some of your art cards. But again, if you really want me to unbox that to give you another look, let me know and I'll do that for you, no problem. Okay, so this is a load of your alternative sculpts here. So there's Claire there with a crossbow. We've got a bandaged Leon as well. We've also got Leon as an alternative attire. Same with Claire, she's over Grenada. Some more of a burnt mutated zombies. Having naked zombies from later in the game. Oh, there we go, there's Claire's alternative attire. With a revolver pistol. We've got the zombie cops on the floor. So some of these are in the other ones, apart from, most definitely, the alternative costumes. That's a cool touch. That is a very cool touch. Right, so I believe that concludes this very lengthy unboxing. If you've seen it through to the end, please, well, I appreciate that, so thank you. I don't know why I said please there, but I meant to say thank you. So that's all the expansion packs, the main board game itself as well. So that's been a lengthy video, but then there's been a lot to go through. And now I've got to try and remember all these rules for these games. Oh, and I've got an additional pack of dogs as well, but we've already seen them in the other box. So that, my friends, concludes this unboxing. So if you stuck through the end, really appreciate it and thank you for doing that. Please consider to comment, like, share, subscribe, and all that malarkey. You can also follow me on Twitter at SolidTheSnake, the same as my YouTube username. And don't forget as well, you can also still pick this up, I believe, or at least pre-order it now after the Kickstarter at steamforgedgames.com or .co.uk. So if you really want it, hopefully you can still pick up one of these for yourself. So without further ado, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.